The least you could do is smile.
So what I've decided in the grand scheme of things with my artwork is to concentrate on the stuff that needs finishing rather than making any new art for now. The next couple of weeks or so, trying to do more and, you know, finish stuff. Got some art prints that I've nearly finished, some more stickers that I've nearly finished. The stickers are the small stuff, so I can, you know, I'll just finish them easily because they're only small, but I'm going to start some larger stuff. But for me to do that, I need to finish all the older stuff that needs doing. Yeah, so there's like art prints. Hopefully I'm going to be putting more on my Etsy store, more on my society6.com website, yeah, page, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so. And in a few weeks I really want to see about sorting out my studio. Well, it's not a studio really, it's a bedroom, but hopefully I'd like to call it a studio. Do some murals in there which will, you know, make some really good videos. And whatever else is going on, I do not know. The other side, I'm looking out the window. I won't show you the garden because it's the right state. Yeah, I'll have to get my lawnmower fixed. But gardening isn't really my thing, so but I do need to tidy up and get on with a few more things besides drawing, even though I need to do drawing because that's what my career is. Drawing, painting, creating ideas, being an artist. So yeah, little update there, face to face. I'm sweating and so I've been trying to colour this. I don't know if you remember this Walking Dead zombie drawing that I did some time ago. Well, I did the line drawing, the ink drawing and everything. So I've just started to colour it. I don't want the blood on it to be as red as it is there. It looks a bit like tomato ketchup. I want to like brown it off a little bit with some brown pencil crayons or something, or some Copics, you know, markers and things like that. Just like, I don't want it to appear like that because I want it to be like a rotten looking zombie, like he's been walking around for some time with all this glass and a pipe stuck in him, you know. If you can see, I started to draw some like blue veins there, which sort of look quite good, but I want to try and make them look a bit more better than that. Maybe add a bit of purple, fine little purple lines on the veins and things like that. Unsure of the background at the moment, but yeah, it's a way to go on that. I've also started colouring them to head, you know, like Jason Voorhees, the hockey mask, and then without the mask, which looks quite funny actually. But yeah, so I've just got to yellow up the mask. I want it to be more yellow, and then I can add white highlights and things to it, and hopefully just see how it goes with that one. I don't know if I showed you that. I can't remember anyway. I think I did anyway. I ain't done any more on that really, so needs a bit more colour work on that. So there's that one, and I've started another The Void sort of illustration. Early days yet with that one. I was going to do a bit more on this last night, but I never got around to it. Yeah, we'll definitely do more illustrations like that. So what I've got now, I've got a load of illustrations which I'll need to go and dig back out because I've just scanned them all in. And then yeah, I'll be updating my online sort of shop soon, so with new stickers and things, so I'll let you know when that is happening. And yeah, I'm going to try and draw something today, but I was thinking about paint sketching something, and just seeing what I can draw, paint, sketch. I just found this as well that I was working on. So I just found this that I was working on over the weekend, colouring this Jason Voorhees sticker design. I did like a load of Copics and then coloured pencils, and then used a white ink pen with a ruler just for the rain, even though it looks a bit like milk, but it's supposed to be rain, honest. But I like the yellow sort of colouring on the mask and things like that, and just the overall feel of the piece really. So yeah, but I quite like it anyway. Also I quite like that, which I found a frame for, which I'm going to try and fit this into this frame. Should fit it. Yeah, should look quite good. I might have to trim it slightly, but we'll see. It should fit in the back anyway. Should fit in okay anyway, actually. I know, just need a bit of a trim. But yeah, I've already scanned that in, so there'll be like a few little prints of that available. But I might actually do the prints myself, I don't know, because the print on demand ones are a bit expensive for what they are really. But I don't know, I may do, I might not. I'll just see. But I quite like it. I kept it more grey tone than anything else. Not too complicated, no like lots of blood or anything like that. I just wanted it to be like a black and white, a bit of grey in there. So quite like it, quite like that design. So I'll be putting that in that frame. Yeah, oh, also I'm working on a werewolf from the Howling, just grey toning it up now. Just trying to sort of like work out a lot of the colours, maybe work on where the hairs on the face, sort of like the placement of things, and I don't know, I might try and be able to fit in a logo at the top, maybe, perhaps, I don't know, I'll just see. But yeah, just working on a few of these old ones. What's that? I think that's another zombie drawing, but you can hardly see it, it's in that blue sort of non-photo sketch pencil. It's back to that void drawing, which I need to do later. Actually, I'll leave that open, then I'll know to finish it, or try and tackle it at least. Yeah, so right, paint sketch. I'm going to do a paint sketch, definitely now. So I've got some red and black acrylic. I'm going to start with the red. Maybe water it down a little bit. Some water on it, just to make it a bit more fluid with the water. And I'll just start paint sketching something. I've got an idea in mind, so you just have to maybe see exactly what I'm trying to paint. So yeah, paint sketching is quite good. Been doing it quite a while now. You can sort of like get quick ideas as always, and then you can go back over them. I was using drawing inks for a bit, but I thought I'd go back to acrylics. Maybe try and just add some more, I don't know, a bit more depth with the acrylic, I think. You can layer it on a bit thick or thin as well, so it's quite good. I don't want it to be too ordered, because you'll see what I'm painting fairly soon. You'll be able to make sense of it, sort of thing. So like I said, I don't want it to be too precise. maybe wash that off now, get some black in there. So I am painting something. You might think it's one thing and then it's going to be something else, I think. I've got to make them eyes dark to make them light later on. Try and get a bit more of the black in there. Just try and work on it slowly, really. It's somewhere along the line you'll see the paint sketch come together and you'll be able to just work on it some more and see something appear within. There was some more red in there. I'll just wash my brush a bit. I just attempted to use a Posca paint pen, white one, and it that was the result. I'll just paint over it. Won't be using that again. So yeah, I'm gonna try and add more dark areas. Got some red in there as well. So this is supposed to be Carnage. We'll get there eventually. I don't think I'm sort of getting where I need to be with it, as you can tell. So yeah, I'm trying to find my white acrylic, but I just can't find it. I don't know where everything is. That's why I need to create an organised space instead of the stuff that I ain't got things organised. Can't organise stuff in this place. Pisses me off. Plus it's me doing mostly everything in the house just to try and attempt to keep it tidy and things, so it's, I don't know. No way I bother. Yeah, fun times. Maybe more shadow with the dark. Just make it real choppy and messy, and yeah. I've got a bad feeling about this one. It might turn out shit, and it already has turned out shit. Gotta run with it though, because if you don't stick with it, you'll never know. Got a cup of tea down there. I don't want to put the brush in the cup of tea. The teeth I could do with a thinner brush, but I ain't got one to hand at the moment. So I found the white, so I can continue to try and do them eyes. Just try and build up a white colour. Hopefully I'll bring it together. Let's try and do the sort of loose shapes and then fill it all in. I need a few more coats over it. Yeah, as soon as I've added them white eyes there, it's done something to the drawing, hasn't it? It's bringing it back from the brink. That's all you can hope for with certain drawings and paintings. I'll attempt to clear this up with maybe some ink pens and things like that, especially the teeth, because it's a bit difficult to paint the teeth in with a paintbrush. Well, especially this one. Even with a thin brush, I don't think I've got a steadier hand. So yeah, wipe all that paint on it. Colour it more. Just add the layers sort of thing. Probably have to wait till it dries and I can add another layer over the top. What I'll do is I'll just mix a little bit, make like a pink for this inner mouth. So I don't want it to be totally white in there, just like a pink colour. I could maybe go over it and then I can go over the sort of the gist of it sort of thing. Get some more red. To be some red bits and pieces, like the alien symbiote thing, just all going wild sort of thing. A bit more darkness. I've got to wipe all the red out of that. Well, I tried. Just quickly blast all that in. So So ahead of the weekend, the new Doctor Who is going to be a woman, so that should be pretty cool. I know they mentioned for a long time that the Time Lords can do that, sort of flip genders sort of thing, so you know, not a lot of people like the idea of it, which was apparent when I was looking on the internet and reading like some various discussions about it, but it's they've got to try what they've got to try, and they've got to change sort of things in the story, and they already did it with the Master anyway as a test run, I think, so it just sort of like, I think they had to do it anyway, had to try it, test it, get out of the way, and if successful there's probably going to be more female Doctors, Doctor Who's, or if you well, you don't really say Doctor Who's, but well, yeah, anyway. So yeah, it's slowly building this up now. It's you can sort of see something coming out of it, but that is usually the process of paint sketching. Oh, excuse me. And sometimes you really have to stick through it, you know, trying to find it, trying to structure it all together. It's like a sculpture, so you just gotta try it and not get discouraged by it. I mean, if it looks crap earlier on, it usually does. And now I've added them eyes, like I said, it's got some kind of direction to go, this quick paint sketch. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be anything saleable, or you know, something that I can sell as an art print or something. I just don't know at this point, but it's the fun of the art, creating it, just seeing, experimenting, and just seeing what you can do with it, really. And that's what I'm going to do. Bits and bobs of this, and we'll see what else I can throw in. So I've got a brush pen now. I just want to try and straighten out these teeth, make them a bit more noticeable in that way. That's another thing about Carnage, is the teeth and the eyes and the red and blackness of the costume and that. So I think the more you stick with it, as I always say, the better your drawings will be. Well, sometimes they don't work out, I always say that, but I think you have to stick with it, otherwise what's the point? What's the point of creating artwork if you're just going to give up? And I used to give up. Probably at the stage early on when I was, you know, when it wasn't coming together, before I put the white, you know, the whiteness of the eyes, I did think about it. But yeah, you just gotta push through these, you know, things. Sort of like hope for the best, but then you can always hopefully try and bring a drawing back. You know, sometimes it might work well in your head, the idea, but then on paper it might not work out as good as you'd hoped. This is going okay, you know, that's all I can say to it. It's going okay for now, until I mess it up, which could happen as well, but maybe some bits on here, some black bits, just to try and do something to the eyes a bit more. I'm sure it had like torn edges to it. I don't know, can't remember. It's a long time since I looked at a Spider-Man comic. And some of these red things need some black mixed in. when you're doing these paint sketching things, once you've done some fine line work with some ink pens and stuff, you sort of realise that you might have to go back and use like paints and things like that. So as quick paint sketches go, this is okay. Painted the rest in black. It's okay, it's not perfect, but that's art. Art usually is. You can't get things totally perfect unless you spend time on it or plan it out or something like that. So why did I do this? I just did it as a quick drawing, quick paint sketch, because I want to do a well thought out sketch, drawing, you know, with pencils and ink pens and things like that. And what I really need to figure out is how to do all the twisting parts of the costume. You know, that's the thing that irritates me. You know, I can draw the face pretty well, but when it comes to all the bits of the costumes, getting them to look animated, sort of thing, I just can't seem to get my head around it. But oh well, it's been useful just to do this quick paint sketch, even though it's not as good as I hoped, but that's the reason why I start another drawing or do something else. It's been fun though, because I quite like the head bit, and it's given me an idea for another drawing anyway. So that's the nature of art. You either like it or you don't, but you enjoy it all along the way. So there.